And don't get me wrong, being on the streets sometimes is better than being with abusive family members or something. And I really do enjoy camping. I know. I'm still wanting to go camping, but I'm kind of nervous to go back to either California or anywhere, and I'm really nervous because I don't want to have to go through those reservation areas. And some people on the streets are cool. Some people are a little, I would say scary, but not scary, but some people on the streets are cool. And it's like, people too, they thought I was being all prejudiced, saying like I don't like animals or I don't want animals. I had fleas 3 times. I had a dog for like 10 years. I've had multiple dogs. Some dogs have died because of old age. I've had cats. I've had hamsters. I've had snails. I've had fish. I've had crabs. I've had like a variety of animals. Like a big variety. And it's like, I hated walking the animals. I hated having to pick up their poop. There were a lot. I paid for a veterinarian every month. A bunch of stuff too. So I mean that kind of stuff too. It's just like, I didn't want animals, and I didn't really want to get involved with people who had animals because I took care of Sasha. That was our wolf's name, like our wolf hybrid, German Shepherd. Like, I took care of Sasha for a long time. Like, 11 years. And then he just took her. Just like Coraline. I had Coraline by my side for 8 years. And then he just took her. Saying that he was with him, the cop. He was saying that she was with the Blues, with the cop. The cop was like, no, Coraline's with me. Coraline's with me. So I don't like the Blues or the cops around that aspect. I don't want to have to go back to California. I don't want to have to go back to the places that were blue or even red. I got stuck in the war of the red and blues and everything, and harassed by both sides, harassed by both criminals, cops, everything. It's like, I don't know who's an enemy and who's not, because when I think that they're not an enemy or something, they say something that treats me like an enemy. Like, David is sitting there, and at first he was nice, and then he just started saying that he wasn't white enough for me, calling me a racist, like a Nazi, this, that, and the other thing, and all kinds of stuff. I didn't know what to do. It's like they treat me different in every state. He was being nice to me down south, but mean to me up north. And up north, like he was saying that we were in debt down south and up north, and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, I don't really have very much debt, but I don't have credit, so I don't get approved for anything. Or at least I haven't been. I tried. I have some student loans. And in all honesty, they're not worth it. I do not like student loans, and that's why I don't like universities or anything. I took out a $2,500 student loan when I was 16 years old when I first went to college. And then I was paying $50 a month, and I paid over $5,000 back and still owed $1,800. I was like, student loans are not even fucking worth it. They're not even fucking worth it. Just so much. And when it comes down to either being here on the streets or anything like that. It's like, I don't quite know what I would choose because I want my freedoms of being an adult. But at the same time, they don't want me living a life like camping or anything like that with April or anything. And I got in trouble, like a lot of trouble just for camping or being on the streets with April. And they were trying to say that it's no life for a kid, this, that, and the other thing. But April liked it. April likes being here. April likes being at grandma's. April likes being camping. Like, April liked camping. She loves hiking, she loves camping, and she loves going outside. She loved that. And it's like, even if so, everybody was talking to me like I was, like, those cops, how they were treating me. They were saying I was some girl on TikTok with big nipples. I was sitting there saying, like, what the hell? Maybe I have big nipples. I'd show all you people my nipples right now and be like, I don't know if they're big or not because I've been in locker rooms and I don't think that they're that big. They're not big. I've been getting degraded, and it's like, to ever think that I had a husband or a man or anyone to have stuck up for me, even a mother or a family member, I was the stupid one for thinking that anyone would stick up for me. Some people did, but some people didn't. Some people I thought that were sticking up for me were actually there to harm me and were on my husband's side or on the other side. And I didn't realize I was at war with my husband the whole time. That everything was just so wrong. The things I've had to do, the things I've done. I shouldn't have regrets or remorse for wanting a sexual life. I'm 31 years old. But, like I said, I've had sex less than 80 times in 8 years. So, having that little of a sexual life and being called ugly all the time. It's like, well. But the thing is, the person who was calling themselves ugly was some midget doctor guy in freaking Arizona who on the Meet Me page said, I'm ugly, but I'm not an ATM. And he was talking about how he didn't want to help any woman or anything like that because they're not ATMs and stuff like that. And it's like, I didn't think that people wouldn't help, and people didn't recognize the TANF. People didn't recognize this, that, and the other thing. They didn't know TANF existed. They didn't know that this thing existed. They didn't know programs existed. They didn't know all kinds of stuff. I had to inform people, and I had to inform cops, and I had to explain my cases to cops because I kept getting harassed because the cops were sitting there saying I was prostituting myself and how was I getting the money. They were trying to arrest me as like prostitutes, and they were trying to arrest me for drugs and asking me where my needles were and all kinds of stuff, and I've never prostituted. I was given $50 to go see that Kai guy because it's like I had that Hogan guy sitting there saying, I feel our connection growing stronger, don't you love it, don't you love me, don't you love me? And I was like freaked out, and I was like, I'd rather go see the other guy. And I was like, I went and saw the other guy, and his name was Kai or something. And it's all like, I got freaked out by that fucking guy, Jay or whatever, out there in freaking Columbus. Got freaked the fuck out. Went to the campsite and everything. It's like I couldn't do that because I changed, too, from going from one end of the state to the other. But I went down there, and he gave me $50 for gas money to go visit him and stuff. And I was like, that's not like for the sex. It's like, so maybe I prostituted myself once. I don't know if that is. I was told by someone who was in law enforcement themselves, they said that that's not prostitution if it was for gas money. And I was just, it's even more degrading too, that like no guy came to me, no guy came to pick me up. Those 4 guys, it's like I have to drive to them or this, that, and the other thing. I can't deal with that kind of stuff anymore. When Corey called me worthless, I didn't think that the whole world would treat me that way. I thought that someone out there would treat me like I'm worth something. And they did. Rick did.